give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way.
Wahoo! Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to Straight No Chaser. I'm your boy, Petty Pat. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So, here we go! So first, we see the movie start out with the opening scene. We see Bowser coming to, I want to say, the Ice Kingdom. I didn't really get the exact name, what they called it, but you saw it in the trailer where he attacks the penguins to retrieve something. We found out he goes to the Ice Kingdom to attack these penguins because he is planning on stealing the Power Star. So we see Bowser in the opening scenes take the Power Star, which basically his intentions for the entire movie with him acquiring the Power Star is to present it to Peach so he can marry her. But then we jump right into like a nostalgic moment. They jump right into paying homage to the old 90s Super Mario Bros. Show with Mario and Luigi. It was kind of like a commercial for their new plumbing business as they just left their old jobs to start their own business, the Super Mario Bros. Plumbing business. So that was a great moment to see them pay homage to the old 90s show, because if you liked it like I did when it was as a kid, it was a fucking awesome. So just to see that kind of brought me a little bit of nostalgia to my heart. So we do that. We go in, and of course, like most movies, Mario is having a hard time. His dad doesn't really believe in him. This is kind of like I feel like this movie is kind of like a journey for Mario to find himself, to find that self-confidence, to find that self-esteem he needs to continue in life and to continue this plumbing business with his brother Luigi. So you kind of get to see Mario's family a little bit. They're kind of like your typical New Yorker or Italian family. They all sit around the dinner, eating food, talking about today's events, whatever. If you did not know, Mario actually hates mushrooms. They were eating pasta during this scene, but I digress. So we continue on. Mario is in his room playing a NES, which was also awesome. Mario playing a Nintendo. That was fucking awesome. But we go in, they see a news report on TV. The city of Brooklyn has been flooded, and they say, save Brooklyn. So that gives Mario the idea, all right, me and Luigi, this is our chance to get put on the map. We're going to go save Brooklyn to stop this flooding. So fast forward, we get there, they get to the scene where the flooding is happening. They see that the workers don't know what the hell they're doing as far as stopping this whole leak or whatever the hell it is. So Mario and Luigi go down into the sewer. They find the pressure valve they need. Several events take place. They fall down into the sewer and they crash through this wall. And it's like in literally an entire new sewer system like behind this wall of New York. So of course, true fashion, curiosity killed the cat. As they're going down deeper into this sewer system, if you look closely, you'll notice the levels of the sewer system are numbered like the levels in the video game, which I thought was kind of cool. That you wouldn't notice that at first glance, but keep in mind I also saw this movie twice. So you see that. So when we get to the bottom of this thing, they're just searching around. They see the green pipe. So Luigi goes into it, Luigi actually gets sucked into it. Mario doesn't see it. He turns around, walks to the pipe, and gets sucked into the pipe himself. So the cool thing I found about this scene, as they get sucked into the pipe, we kind of got inner workings to see how the pipe system works in the Mario games. So that was kind of cool. Luigi ends up getting sucked into Bowser's world, the Darklands, and Mario goes on, of course, to the Mushroom Kingdom, where he first meets where he first encounters Toad. Toad is played by Keegan-Michael Key. Fantastic job by Keegan-Michael Key and the entire cast in general. Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anya Day-Ferris, Jack Black, Seth Rogen, all of you did a great job. So we get there, we go through the whole typical thing. Mario's there to save his brother. Toad takes him to see Peach. Now, We go through this movie the entire time. This is Mario. I feel like this movie was Mario again, trying to find that self-confidence in himself again, and while also trying to save his brother. So we go through, he finally finds Peach. Peach agrees. Peach is essentially on her way to go to the Kong Island to get the help of the Kong army. I'll get to that in a second. So Mario finally sees Peach in the hallway. They meet up. They chit-chat for a little bit. Peach agrees to take Mario with her because, again, she's trying to defeat Bowser, and Bowser has Luigi. So she agrees, but she agrees under one condition. So she takes Mario to this, like, training course, which is essentially set up like an old Super Mario NES level. So if he can make it through this course, she'll take him with him. Of course, he finds out that he could get through this course using power-ups. She shows him the power-up. She shows him the mushroom. If you don't know, Mario hates mushrooms. So finding out for him to power up and get bigger that he had to take a mushroom wasn't his favorite thing. But we get through. Of course, he finally, we get the whole training montage, which if you like me, I love a good training. I like a good training montage. Like, I love a good training montage. We get the typical I Need a Hero theme playing while he's doing this whole training montage. All right. So we get through that. So fast forward now. We get to Kong Island. We now meant to meet Cranky Kong, who is essentially the king of Kong Island. And we also find out that the Kongs are responsible for the cart game. So they basically run the cart game. They're like the cart dealers. That's where you go to get your Mario carts, essentially. So we meet Cranky Kong. They have a whole spiel. Cranky, right off gate, says, no, I'm not giving you my armor. Or excuse me, not armor, army. And so Mario's like, no. Like, Mario won't take no for an answer. He's like, no, whatever. He's like, I'm not leaving here until you give me your army. So Cranky Kong officially is like, all right, I'll agree, but you have to defeat my son in combat, essentially. So fast forward, we get to the whole Kong arena, which is set up like the old Donkey Kong game where you go to rescue Peach. So now we finally meet DK. DK, who was played by Seth Rogen. And let me tell you, Seth Rogen killed this part. Like, DK was hilarious. Wasn't the best part of the movie, but DK was fucking phenomenal in this movie. So we meet DK. He's your typical flash in the pan, just seeking his father's approval, likes to showboat, pec flexes, all that crap. You do get a glimpse of Diddy Kong and the rest of the gang in the crowd as they're chanting for Donkey Kong. So we get through this. Mario defeats DK, obviously, with the help of Peach and some power-ups. So we get through this. This is where we get to see a little bit of the cart game. So we take Mario, Peach, and Toad. They all go down to where the Kongs build the carts, and they essentially pick their carts like how you pick it in Mario Kart 8. So I thought that was also awesome. There was a ton of licensed music in this movie, which all fit to me perfectly with each scene that it was placed in. So, but again, this was your typical AC/DC song played while they were picking their cars. I forget what it's called, Thunderstruck. They played Thunderstruck while they were picking their carts. All right, so we fast forward. We get to it. Everybody's loaded up. The Kongs are loaded up in their cars. Mario, Peach, Toad loaded up in their carts. We're rolling out. This is where we get to one of the cooler scenes, I feel like. This is the Rainbow Road scene. So we get to Rainbow Road. Bowser, who has been informed that the Kongs are coming, they're taking a secret passageway, which is Rainbow Road, and they have an ambush. Again, we get this whole scene. It was a fantastic scene to show off like the Mario Kart level Rainbow Road, to show off some of the game aspects. Like, we got to see Mario do the like sliding drift boost, all that crap. We got to see some shell throwing, some banana peel throwing. We got to see all the crap we love about Mario Kart in this scene. All right, so we get through that. Okay, everybody has been captured by Bowser and his Koopas and the Shy Guys and Goombas and whoever. Mario and DK have fallen off and been fallen off Rainbow Road and been eaten by an eel. This scene, we really get to kind of dive deep that we realize both Mario and Luigi both have daddy issues. They're both trying to basically find self-confidence while also impressing their fathers because their fathers essentially think they're jokes. This is the kind of scene where I feel like where the movie was missing something. I feel like the scene was a little bit too fast. It wasn't touched on enough. I feel like they both kind of connected with the father thing. And then it's like, oh, we're friends now. Like, I feel like you could have took a little more deep dive into that, maybe had them have a little bit more of a deeper conversation about their fathers. I don't know. But either way, that's my only real gripe about this movie in general is that I felt like it was kind of too short, but you could have squeezed like maybe 10 minutes more of movie in there. But yeah, I digress. That's just my personal opinion. I kind of agree with my coworker. Like, he said the same thing. I feel like they could have squeaked a little bit more in there, like 10 to 15 more minutes of movie in. But anyways, we get past that. Bowser has now made his way to the, Bowser has captured everybody, and now he goes to meet Peach. He proposes to Peach. Of course, right out gate, Peach hates this man, so of course she's going to say no. By the way, they made Peach a badass in this movie. Peach was awesome in this movie. Like, I don't know. It was just something about Peach. Peach was just a badass in this movie, so I enjoyed that aspect of it. But, yeah, of course she says no. Then she threatens Toad, or the magical Koopa that he always has with him, threatens Toad by, like, hurting him. Then she agrees to marry him. Whatever. So, yeah, Bowser's happy. He's like, prepare for a fairy tale wedding. Cool. We get there. We go through. We get to the wedding scene. So now we see Peach about to marry Bowser. Of course, like, they got a plan. Like, she's actually not going to go through and marry Bowser. We see Toad bring her a bouquet, which obviously he was hinting like there's something for you in the bouquet. So we get to the wedding scene. So we get all the typical, we get Boo who shows up. We also get, I don't know what his name is. I want to say King Bobomb. I don't know his name. Again, I haven't played any Mario games since Mario 64. Let's keep it a buck. Like, I play Mario Kart, I play Mario Party, I play all the like other obscure games like Super Smash Bros. And Super Mario Strikers, all that. But like a actual physical Mario game like Galaxy, I have not played any of those games. I haven't played a complete Mario game since Mario 64. But anyways, I digress. So we get there, about to start the wedding, and we see Peach essentially say like she's so Bowser is sacrificing Luigi, the rest of the Kongs, and the penguins that he caught at the beginning as like a ritual sacrifice for him to marry Peach. Like, he's sacrificing them in her honor. Keep in mind, these prisoners have this thing in here, the Lumalee. It's like this blue little ball of light. Now, the Lumalee is supposed to play like the hopeless prisoner. Like, he basically is like the Lumalee's been in there for so long that it basically has no hope left. So it's just basically like just a Debbie Downer, essentially, like saying things like there is no hope, only pain, or things like that. But anyways, yeah, we get to that, and we see Peach take out her power-up as an ice power-up. She freezes Bowser, and whatever, we ensue kind of pretty much with the final battle taking place. And so now we're going with the final battle. Mario and Donkey Kong arrive at Mushroom Kingdom. Bowser is already starting attacking. Up there, DK and Mario arrive to save the day. They fight through a bunch of Koopas, Goombas, and the little Venus flytrap thingies to get up to Bowser's ship. They get to Bowser's ship. They save Luigi and the rest of the prisoners. Then we see a fight take place with Bowser. Bowser launches the big ass torpedo thing with eyes to basically destroy the Mushroom Kingdom, because Peach is now basically like, I'm not marrying you, you piece of shit. So Mario then has to save the Mushroom Kingdom from getting blown up. He takes this bomb, and for him to distract this bomb, to basically take the attention of the bomb off destroying the castle, he has to poke the bomb in the eye. So then the bomb follows him. Mario sees the pipe. Him and Luigi come through originally to get to the world, or the pipe he comes through originally to get through the Mushroom Kingdom. So he's like, this is my way to get rid of the bomb, not knowing if the bomb goes through, it's essentially going to open the portal for everyone to come through. Like everyone's going to get sucked through. So that happens. The bomb blows up, and we see Mario and them get sucked back into the pipe. And we see Mario and Luigi pop back out at home in Brooklyn. So things take place. We go on. We get to Brooklyn. Now, keep in mind, Mario and Luigi were getting kind of beat up during this whole movie. Like, Mario had a whole entire fist fight with DK. It took 0 damage, like, as far as, like, he wasn't showing damage on his face, no scars, no blood, no, like, swollen eye, anything. So I thought that was interesting. The moment he got back to the real world and they started fighting Bowser in the final battle, he started taking damage. Like, his ribs started to get bruised. His eye was kind of closed shut. He had a couple of scars on his face. So I found that kind of interesting, as like he wasn't taking damage in that world. But when he came back home, I guess what you can essentially call the real world, he would like feel every bit of pain. So we go through the final battle. Typical final battle. We see Mario and Luigi fight Bowser. We get to that hopeless moment where you feel like Mario's about to die, Bowser's about to set him on fire and kill him, and then Luigi comes and saves him. Boom, sewer top. We see the star behind them. You see Bowser about trying to basically taking a toll on Luigi, like he's not going to be able to hold this manhole top too much longer to keep the fire away. So they both he drops the sewer top and they make a dash for the star. So then, smokes clears from the fire. We see the fire clear. Mario and Luigi are powered up with the superstar and proceed to put an ass whooping on Bowser. They put an ass whooping on Bowser, kick the shit out of him. Now, the last move they did on Bowser to finally defeat Bowser, I don't know if this was on purpose. I don't know if the director or someone within the team for making this movie was a Kamen Rider fan, but to finish Bowser off, they did a rider kick. Now, I'm a Kamen Rider fan, so for people who don't know what Kamen Rider is, it's a live-action series in Japan with essentially like Power Rangers, but it usually only follows one protagonist who has like maybe some side characters who can transform and be Kamen Riders as well. But usually most Kamen Riders' finishing move is what is called a rider kick, which is essentially a jumping kick, and you see them basically flying down, feet kick first to kick you, essentially. So yeah, I thought that was a cool movement. I don't know if it was on purpose, but as soon as I saw that, I thought rider kick. So of course, movie ends. Mario and Luigi essentially earned the respect from everybody who treated them like garbage at the beginning of the movie. Their father, the guy they left to start their business, kind of gives them their flowers. And we see the movie we see the screen go black. We see Mario waking up. Of course, they had to do a Guardians reference with Chris Pratt. So they played for his wake up music. They played the song at the beginning of Guardians 2. We now see at the end of the movie that Mario and Luigi have decided to move to the Mushroom Kingdom and be plumbers there. And that pretty much cuts the movie. So that's pretty much the movie right there. So we do get 2 post-credit scenes with this. First post-credit scene is we see Bowser still in his miniature state after getting turned miniature. In the final battle, that was how they stopped him. They basically gave him a blue mushroom to turn him small. So we see Bowser in the cage singing, and we basically see one of the Toad guards come up and be like, hey, stop singing, whatever. So that was the first post-credit scene. So this is the one I missed the first time I saw the movie. I didn't know there was a second post-credit scene. But so second time around, I stayed, watched the post-credit scene. So the final post-credit scene is we see the sewer system where they originally found the pipe to go to Mushroom Kingdom and Darklands and anywhere else in that world. We go down, we see an egg, and it's Yoshi's eggs start to crack. So you'll see the egg start to crack, and you'll get a Yoshi, and then it'll cut off. Now, for this movie, let's talk about one of the best parts of this movie. Jack Black is Bowser. Now, he performed a song in this movie called Peaches, and it was the greatest thing ever. Like this song was freaking fantastic. Like, I literally have it on my Spotify. That's how good this song was. So he makes this song Peaches, and come to find out, after I see this movie, I find out a lot of facts about this. So apparently he completely ad-libbed this song. The song was not written for him. He didn't pre-write this song. He just essentially sat down and made this song off the top of his head. Not only did he do that, he has now released a music video for it, which is fantastic. Jack Black, just love that man. He is a great human. But yeah, we see get the music video for Peaches. If you have not seen it, I will put the link down in the description for the video Peaches, because if you have not seen it, you need to see it. You need to witness the spectacle. Finding out also that Jack Black with this song is now eligible for a Grammy for Best Original Song in a Movie, which is crazy. Because now I'm like, if Jack Black does not win that award, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, Peaches was probably one of the best part, if not the best part of that movie. Jack Black playing Bowser was the best thing of this movie. With that being said, my overall review of this movie is a 10 out of 10. It lived up to the hype. It was a great cast, great story, great plot. They have already confirmed, I think, a sequel to this movie. So I am very, very excited about that. Hopefully it lives up to the hype again and it's as good as the first one, which I have faith that it will be, because this one was awesome. But like I said, overall review of this movie is a solid 10 out of 10. This was amazing. This exceeded any bit of expectations I had for the movie. It crushed all the doubts I had about the movie. Like, this was amazing. So again, I can't wait for the sequel. And that's my time. Keep it classy, motherfuckers. Deuces.
Open these eyes, up there hiding from the storm. Try to patch in all this hole, yeah, on my fucking dome. Tired of